A very warm welcome to all the students of Thakur Vidya Mandir High School and Junior College. Keeping up with our motto, let learning be a joy and teaching a pleasure. Here we are with remote teaching and learning process to bridge the gap. Happy learning, students. Welcome to all the students of Standard 8th. Today we shall continue with our English grammar topic, verb tenses. Previously we had studied present tense and its four types: simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. I hope that you all have understood present tense in the best of its manner. Today we shall complete past and if possible future, or else we will make another video for future tense. So let's begin. I hope you all are ready with your rough books so that you all can take notes whenever needed. Thank you. English grammar topic, verb tenses, and today we shall study past tense. I'll just give you an introduction about verb tenses. A verb is an action word and each action occurs in specific time. It must had occur in a specific time, and therefore each sentence or each action that you will conduct has its own timing. But we have only three types of time, that is past, present and future. Previously we had studied about present. Today we shall focus on past tense. What do you all understand when you all think about past tense? Event that has already happened. History, all the stories in history are stories that has already happened in the past. Okay, so past tense are sentences or events or incidents that had already passed in your life. For example, I had been studying in 7th standard, so that particular standard has already passed. So today we shall focus more on past tense and its four different types. This is a chart of tenses where we have three types of timings, that is present, past and future, and we have four types, or you can see four aspects of these tenses. We have simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. Previously we had studied present tense. Now we will move ahead. When we club past and simple together, it becomes simple past. When we club continuous and past together, it becomes past continuous. When we club past and perfect together, we get past perfect. And when we club past and perfect continuous, we will get past perfect continuous. So today we shall focus more on past tense. Whatever rules, whatever tricks I had given you all for present tense, it is almost the same, and you all, it will be just a revision for you all. But let's not forget, past tense is something that has already passed in your life. Okay, so there will be only little bit difference in the main verb. The rest structure will be the same. So past and future tense is just the revision. If you all have concentrate more on present tense and its four types, past and future won't be difficult for you all to understand. So let's revise all the tricks that I had given for present tense so that you all can apply for past and future tense as well. I hope you all remember this chart that I had shown you all even when we were studying present tense. I really don't want to change anything because the same pictures, the same structure will help you all to remember whatever we had learned. Okay, so in present tense, as I have mentioned, you all will have this helping word like do, does, is, am, are, has, have. Okay, so now for past tense we will have helping words like did, was, were, or had. Okay, so whenever we get such words in our sentence, that means that this particular sentence belongs to past tense. And the four, how to identify whether that particular past tense is, which type of that is the past tense, I will tell you all the tricks later. But this, if you all see any of this helping verb, then you all should understand that this sentence is a past tense sentence. And how to identify whether this particular sentence is past continuous tense or past perfect tense, that I will teach you all while we proceed. I will just give you a small example where you all will understand. For example, if I say I was watching TV. So over here we have the helping verb was. So now you all know that okay, since was is there in this sentence, maybe this sentence will be past tense. So accordingly you all have to decide that this particular sentence belongs to which particular category, whether it is a simple past, past continuous tense or past perfect tense. Okay, so let's move ahead so that we can understand it in a better way. I hope you all remember this structure. Before we move ahead over here, I want you all to recall and remember all the grammar structures, the three pillars of tense grammar I had given you all. The first one was the sentence structure, that is subject plus verb plus object. Then we had second one, forms of verbs, that is the base forms. I hope you all remember that base form, past participle. Yes. And the third one is the grammatic person, where you all have to identify which one is the first person, which is the second person, and the third person. So moving ahead, now we have come here, and I have mentioned you all earlier that simple tense is also known as indefinite tense. Means simple indefinite tense is also known as simple present tense, simple past tense, simple future tense. It can be also said as indefinite present tense, indefinite past tense, indefinite future tense. And I had mentioned you all to use the main verb first form. For any continuous, whether it is present, past or future, you all have to use main verb first form plus ing. And for any perfect, whether it is present perfect, past perfect, future perfect, you all have to use main verb third form. But only in regards of past tense, in indefined, you all have to make use of main verb second form. Okay, main verb second form. Now what is main verb second form? For example, if I have written hide, then the second form will be hid. If I have written do, it will become did. Okay, second form of verbs. Okay, so accordingly only for past tense you all have to make use of main verb second form, only in indefinite tense. Rest everything is the same, only for the past tense, because that event has already taken place and therefore we have to make use of main verb second form. Okay, I hope you all understood at least this much so that we can move ahead accordingly. The rule, the basic, as I have mentioned you all about the three pillars of tenses. The first base second past and the third participle. So if the first base is given for you eat, so what will be your past tense? What main verb second form will come? Ate. If I have given you sit, then the main verb second form will come sad. So that is only the difference you all have to understand. Only for indefinite past tense, future will remain the same. Only for past tense, main verb second form. Today we shall study past tense and its four types. That is simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense and past perfect continuous tense. If you all have paid attention for your present tense, past and future will be the simplest way for you all to understand. Everything is the same. The structure, the tricks I had given you all, for example, subject plus that, everything is the same. Only for past tense, as I have mentioned, you all have to make use the helping verbs. Only the helping verbs have changed, that is was, were, had, did. Okay. For present tense we had do, does, is, am, are. You all remember all these words, and even has, have. Now for past tense the helping words will be did, was, were or had. So now let's begin with past tense. Now first let us understand what is past tense. Okay, past tense is used to describe an action that has been completed or has happened in the past. I had given you all an example of history. All the stories that are written in our history textbooks about Shivaji, about the World War, all these incidents had already happened. Okay, so the first type that we are going to study today is simple past tense. So simple past tense is used to express an action that is completed recently or sometime before speaking. I'll repeat it once again. Simple past tense is used to express an action that is already completed recently or sometimes before speaking. Okay. To be more specific, when the verb suggests that the action has taken place in the past or is a past habit, the verb is called to be simple past tense. Any action, any habit that is already past, okay, that is known as simple past tense. If they tell you all to convert that sentence into simple past tense, then you all have to keep in mind how will you all convert. If they tell you all to convert a sentence into simple past tense, then first you will have a subject plus main verb second form. Okay, it can end with ed. It can, as I had given you all an example, hide, hid is the second form of the main verb. Okay, such main verb second form will come. Okay, we will see few examples. I watched video. Subject over here is I. Watched is the main verb second form. And what will be main verb first form of watch? Only watch. So you all get the difference? I watched video. I is subject, watched is verb second form, and object over here is video. Now next example is Sean lost weight. Sean is a subject, lost is the main verb second form, and object over here is weight. They played football. They subject, played is main verb second form, and football is your object. What will be main verb first form of played? Play. Okay. Then they cancelled their trip to China. They is your subject, main verb over here is cancelled, and object is China, trip to China. China over here is an object. Now you all must, I hope you all understood the difference of simple present tense, simple past tense, because it is very important for you all to understand this. Okay. Now we will move ahead. Also, if you all remember about simple present tense, for simple present tense we had subject plus verb first form plus object. Okay, but over here you all have to make use of verb second form. Now we shall move ahead from simple past tense to past continuous tense. Now past continuous tense, when the verb suggests that an action was going on at some point of time in the past, the verb is said to be past continuous tense. I'll repeat it once again. When the verb suggests that a particular action was going on at some point of time in the past, the verb is said to be past continuous tense. It is used to express an ongoing action in the past, an action which was in progress or was incomplete in the past. I'll repeat this again. It is used to express an ongoing action in the past, that is past continuous tense. It also tells us that an action which was in progress or was incomplete in the past is known as past continuous tense. Here, when we studied about present continuous tense, the helping verbs was am, is and are, and now it is replaced by was and were. Okay. So when to use was? I, and when it is a singular person, then you all have to make use of was, and when there are more than one in that particular sentence, then you all have to make use of the helping verb were. Okay. Let's move ahead with examples and let's know how to convert the sentence into past continuous tense. I hope you all are taking note of all these points, because it will be very helpful for you all when they tell you all to convert the sentence into any type. If you all have this structure how to convert, then it will be very difficult for you all to convert the sentences. Now let's look at few of the examples. Before examples, I'll tell you all, if they tell you all to convert a particular sentence into past continuous tense, then subject plus was. When to use was? When it is singular and for I. And when to use were? When there is more than one, you will have to use were plus main verb first form. For example, read plus ing will come reading plus object. So for example, over here we have 4 examples. I. Now since I is there, we will make use of the helping word was. I was speaking, main verb plus ing, that will become speaking. What is the object? Japanese. Let's look at another example. Since it is I, again we'll make use of the word was, watching TV. You were not listening to me when I asked you to stop. Now you. It is talking about someone else. Okay, so you were not. Now since the sentence is negative, so we had added not. You were not. What will come? Main verb plus ing, listening to me when I asked you to stop. Were you studying when she came? Okay, so over here we have a interrogative question. Okay, whenever there is a interrogative sentence and they tell you all to convert that particular sentence into past continuous tense or any tense. If that particular sentence is an interrogative sentence, and if they tell you all to convert that particular sentence into say simple or past or future, then always remember that the subject won't come first. First you all will have your helping word. Okay, and therefore we use the helping word where. Okay, plus main verb first form plus ing plus object, and then later will come your subject. Now don't get confused over here. When any of sentence is an interrogative question. Now what is an interrogative? Interrogative questions are those questions which have question marks. Okay, and if they tell you all to convert that particular sentence into it should be in question mark only, then first you all have to make use of the helping verb, then you all will have your subject right after the helping verb will be your subject, then main verb plus ing, and then your object will come. Okay, were is your helping word, you is your subject, studying is your main verb, first form plus ing, and object is came, when she came. Okay, remember, if any sentence is an interrogative sentence, and then you all will be thinking, now what will you all do? For that, always remember, if they tell you all to convert it in any type, whether it is present perfect, past perfect, future perfect, whatever it is, always remember, first you will have your helping verb, then your subject, then will come main verb first form plus ing, and then the object, and don't forget to put your question mark. You all can also try if WH questions can fit in that sentence. If not, then you all have to make use of helping verb only. If that helping verb is not useful, then you all can make use of WH family, that is what, where, when, and so on. Okay, and the structure will remain the same, that is WH family plus was or where plus main verb, after WH family plus was where plus subject will come, then main verb first form plus ing plus object. Okay, I hope you all understood this trick. I repeat myself once again. If a sentence is an interrogative sentence, okay, and if they tell you all to convert that particular sentence it into say past continuous tense or say future continuous tense, always remember, first thing, what are your helping verb. So accordingly you all have to create the sentence. If they tell you all to convert that interrogative sentence into say past continuous tense, then what are the helping word over there? Was, were, plus subject will come plus main verb first form plus ing plus object, and then question mark. If was and were is not suitable in that particular sentence, then you all have to make use of WH family. Okay, that is when, what, where, okay, and so on. Now, if that particular sentence convert a interrogative a sentence into say a simple present continuous tense. Okay, sorry, present continuous tense. And what are the helping words over there? Is, am, are will come first, then subject plus main verb first form ing plus object and then question mark. Okay, don't forget. Always remember, if that sentence is an interrogative sentence and if they tell you all to convert it in any form, first step is to remembering, to recalling. Also recall, remember your helping verb. Once you get your helping verb, then accordingly you all can frame the sentence. Now we'll move ahead with past perfect tense. Over here you all have to make use of main verb third form. Okay, and helping verb is had. Now there is no worry when to use had. You all can use had when they tell you all to convert a sentence for past perfect tense. It can be first person, second person, third person, anywhere you all can use the helping verb had. Okay, and main verb third form. Now you all must be thinking, what is main verb third form? Yes, ed, all that. Okay, so let's look at few examples and structure how to identify and how to convert the sentence. So past perfect tense, the structure will be subject. You all have only one helping word had, so you all have to use it in any sentence if they tell you all to convert a particular sentence into past perfect tense. Had plus main verb third form, that is ed, en, all this, plus object. I have few examples for you all. I had eaten food. Even though it is first person, second person, then you all have to make use of the helping word had. Okay, so in all the sentences that I have mentioned below, I have written had because there is no other option to use any other helping verb. So only for past perfect tense you all can use had anywhere. Okay, and you all have to make use of main verb third form. Let's look at another example. He had met you. Okay, Manju had cleared her examinations. What will be the main verb for clear? Cleared. Okay, children had done homework. Are you all getting the main verb over here? Eaten, met, cleared, done, left. All these are main verb third form. Okay, it can be ended with ed, en, t, s. Okay, I hope you all have got a good picture about this. Now let's move ahead at our last tense, that is past perfect continuous tense. If you all see the present perfect tense also, we had the same thing. Okay, even in present perfect tense we had the same thing, but we had options between has and have. But here we have no option. We have only had over here, so you all can use it in any sentence. Okay. Okay, now we will move to our last type, that is past perfect continuous tense. Students, please make note of everything because it is very helpful for you all. It will be really very helpful for you all, and I don't want that you all during your exams you all keep searching for all these notes. So I request you all, it is a request from me to take all these notes because I am trying my level best to make this topic simple for you all so that you all can understand it in a better way. So please, I request you all to take down notes. Okay, we have past perfect continuous tense. Over here the helping verb is had been. Okay, also if we see in our present perfect continuous tense, we had helping word has been or have been, but now you have only one helping verb, that is had been, so you all have no problem. You all can use this in any of the sentence. I hope you all remember about since, when to use since and when to use for. Since is exact or fixed timing. It can be particular date, particular time given to you all, or it can also be it can be morning, if any event is happening in the morning, afternoon or evening, then um, you all can make use of the word since. And if there is any indefined time, then you all can use for. Okay. So to know more about past perfect continuous tense. Now, what is past perfect continuous tense is when the verb suggests that an action or an event began in the past and is continued up to a certain point in the past, the verb is said to be past perfect continuous tense. Now, here have been and has been replaced by what? Had been. So in present we had made use of have been and has been. So now it is been replaced by had been. Okay. Also, to tell you all more about this is that it is used to express an action that started in the past and continued until some time in the past. So it is still continuing. Okay, so we will have few examples and you all will understand it. What is the meaning of past perfect continuous tense, which means that action or event began in the past and it is continued to a certain point in the past is known as past perfect continuous tense. Okay, now let's go through our structure. If they tell you all to convert a particular sentence into past perfect continuous tense, then our helping verb is had been. So keep that in mind, okay? So subject plus had been plus main verb first form plus ing plus object plus since or for. I told you all, I mentioned earlier when to use since, when to use for. Okay, if they have given you an exact timing, exact date, then you have to use the word since, or then you can use the word for. Okay, we'll have few examples. Here, I had been waiting for you since morning. So since will come because it's talking about morning. If anything in sentence talking about morning, afternoon or evening or night, since will come. And when exact time and fixed time is there. Or else for will come. Then he had been trying for 2 days. So now he over here is your subject. Had been you'll have to add. Trying, main verb plus ing. Try is the main verb first verb plus ing, trying for 2 days. Why for 2 days? Because you don't know when exactly 2 days, which exact 2 days are there. Okay, and so accordingly you all have to make use of that words. Okay, and then we have another three examples that your son had been coming to school for 2 days. Why you make use for? Because you don't know which exactly 2 days are there. So these are the few examples for past perfect continuous tense. I hope you all understood simple present tense, past continuous, simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, past perfect continuous tense. We'll have few examples for you all to solve it. Now, in the next slide, we will just rush and we'll sum up everything that we studied today about past tense. Now we have come to the end of this. I hope you all understood present tense and now past tense. The rules are same. The way how to convert the sentence, that is also almost same. You all just have to remember about the indefined, continuous and perfect, when to use which sentence, that accordingly you all know. Also the structure, which helping verbs are used for which tense, for past and for present, and further we'll study about future. So accordingly you all know which helping verb will be used for past tense, which helping verb will be used for future tense and present tense. I'll just run through. For simple past tense, if you have to convert a sentence into simple past tense, then subject plus main verb second form plus object. Second form means the past tense, ed. Okay, all these words. For example, if the first form is hide, then the second verb form will be hid. Okay, that type of words. Then past continuous tense will have subject plus was or were plus main verb, first main verb plus ing and object. And as I have mentioned earlier, when to use was for I and singular, and more than one you all have to use where. For past perfect tense, you there is only had, so you all can use for any of the sentence, whether it is third person, second person, first person. You all need to use the helping word had only, and the main verb will be in the third form plus object. And for past perfect continuous tense, you have only one helping verb, that is had been. You all have to use only that plus main verb first form plus ing plus object. And you all know when to use since. When there is exact or fixed time given, then you all have to use since. And if there is indefinite time given, then you all have to use for. I hope you all understood this structure, how to convert the sentence. Now you all have become the masters, because you all have done, you all know how to convert the sentences of present, and because of present now you all know how to convert the sentence into past. Over here, simple past tense will have main verb second form, okay, and not first form. First form will be only for present and future. Okay, now further I have giving you all some examples, some exercise, so that you all can sit, pause the video, take down all these sentences and try to convert the sentences in the following types. Okay, now here are few examples that I would like to give you all for practice, so that accordingly you all know. So change the tense, and in the bracket I have given you all in which type you all have to change. We'll look at only first example, then rest you all will have to do. Okay. Okay. So the first example is kangaroos live in the grassland areas. Change in past continuous tense. So what is the structure? Subject plus was or were plus main verb 1 plus ing plus object. So now kangaroos are written. So when there is more than one, as I have mentioned earlier, if there is more than one, then we have to use where. So kangaroos were, what will come? Main verb first form plus ing, living in the grassland areas. Okay. So accordingly you all will solve second, third and fourth and fill in the blanks. I will give you all only one example. In present tense I only have solved everything, but now I want you all to have a practice. Now let's see second one, that is fill in the blanks with correct form of tense of verbs as indicated in the brackets. By chance Dick dash, in the bracket it is given fall, in front of the house of a rich merchant. Past perfect tense. Now what is past perfect tense? Subject plus had. See, it is past perfect continuous tense. So subject plus had been plus main verb first form plus ing plus object. Okay, and for or that is not important, but now what is important over here? Before main verb you all have to add, what you all have to add? You all have to add had. Okay, sorry, it is not past. I have mentioned, I'm so sorry over here. Please listen to me once again. Fill in the blanks with correct form of tense or verb as indicated in the bracket. By chance Dick dash fall in the front of the house of a rich merchant. Past perfect tense. For past perfect tense, we have subject plus had plus main verb third form plus object. Okay. So subject over here is tick. Okay. Now what we all have to add? Had. That is compulsory. You all have to add had because that is mandatory for past perfect tense. Subject plus had plus main verb, that is in third form. So what will come? Fall. What will come? Main verb third form of fall. Fallen. So by chance Dick had fallen in front of the house of a rich merchant. I hope you all understood this. We'll take one more example. She dash walked by the girl's house when she spotted the plant. Past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect continuous tense, subject plus had been plus main verb plus ing plus object. Okay. So now what answer will come here? She is there given for you all. Now you all have to add. What you all have to add in this? You all have to add had. Yes, you all have to add had been over here. And now try to make full sentence of this. I'm giving you all 2 minutes. I hope you all got the answer now at least. Okay, so what answer will come here? What is the structure? Over here, subject plus had been plus main verb first form plus ing plus object. So what will come? She, you all have to add had been, that is mandatory, you all can't change, you all have to add that. Had been will come. And what will come? Plus ing of walk, walking. So very good. She had been walking by the girl's house when she spotted the plants. Now the last one you all have to do. Okay. I hope you all understood this. It is very simple to understand because you all have done good work, good efforts while studying present tense. So now there won't be any problem for you all to study past and future. Okay. Thank you students. Stay safe.